I saw Rebel Ridge, which is now playing on Netflix, and it is led by Aaron Pierre. I don't know what the official synopsis is, but my synopsis of Rebel Ridge is a bike riding guy goes to bail his cousin out of jail in some small town, gets racially profiled. They steal his money. They refuse to give it back, even when he says, I just want enough for bail money. They assume he's a drug dealer. And then he decides to take them all out because he is some covert member of the military. And they always use acronyms. I think that's like the best way to say it. But yeah, so I saw it, had great potential. Great potential. This movie, from beginning to about 3/4 of the way through, I was hooked. It was long, but I was hooked. It has such great potential, mainly because I was intrigued by the storyline that I overlooked so many things. But when it hit its final straw of like, that's it, I decided to like go through my memory bank and see all of the red flags of why this movie just was not going to be it for me. So many red flags. What I can say that's good about this movie is it is entertaining to a point. This role for Aaron Pierre is good, in my opinion. Even if the movie isn't that great, it's a good introduction because I was like, ooh, I could see him in this and that. Like, he would make a really good action star. I can see him doing some good action movies. I will say when it comes to combat, they're gonna have to speed it up because in this, he was doing combat and I'm like, it's moving so slow. The fight scenes were incredibly slow. So that was just about it. But the movie itself is a disappointment. I had such high hopes for this. I was thoroughly enjoying myself throughout it. 3/4 of the way through, I hit the final speed bump where I was like, they didn't fully develop anything. The corruption, the cousin. I think it's just a good movie for Aaron Pierre to be introduced to other people that will probably expand his career because I think he did a good job. He did a really good job, even if the movie wasn't that good. So for that, I would say if you want to see Aaron Pierre, you want to see like his ability in the lengths that he can go, because for me, as I'm watching, I'm like, oh, I can see you in so many more roles where you're in these action roles. And I don't think up until this point I saw that. I'm trying to remember, but I think up until this point I saw him in action movies. But now I'm like, oh yeah, who they trying to cast? What movie we casting? Put him in. Take him off the bench, coach. So like, yeah, I think it's a good role for Aaron Pierre, even if the movie isn't that good. These opinions are my own. I do urge you, if you like action, corruption, all of that, to go check it out and let me know your thoughts. See you in the comment section.